Hey everyone, it's Mindy from the OG Sports Network. Hopefully you enjoyed Monday Night Football. It's finally here. I thought it was a pretty decent one, right? Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. But you guys are here for some Major League Baseball. Hopefully your night went well there also. So let's go ahead and get into it. My model versus Vegas opening lines. I chart every single play. We're up in the 6,000s right now. And then we compare those and we know with a certain confidence factor how often our model hits versus Vegas. And that's what we give you every single day. Tricks of the trade. All right, let's get started. As soon as I get these banners off. There we go. Let's do it. All right, first game features the Rockies and the Tigers. Blaylock on the mound, elevated from his 5.61 ERA over his last five, versus Montero for the Tigers, 5.18 over his last five games there as well. Tigers offense, they're only slugging right now, 612. What happened to them? They were just, hitting the ball around pretty good a couple weeks ago. We're going to go ahead here and go with the Rockies on the run line. We'll take the plus 1.5 runs. That one comes in here at 64%. Whitney just came in the room. Hi, Whitney. All right, next up is the Rays versus the Phillies. Taj Bradley, he's been pretty crappy in the short term. 9.12 ERA over his last five, 4.4 ERA this season, versus Suarez. 3.21 over his last five, 2.91 this season. Phillies, they wound up winning, but only by one yesterday. We have them predicted a lot higher here today. A 6-3 victory, a little bit of leeway. They're averaging 4.5 runs per game. Their offense right now is 15% higher on all of those offensive impact categories: run scored, batting average, everything offensive. The Phillies offense batting 304. They're 21.7% better than the Rays right now. Let's get back on the Phillies. On the run line, we'll lay the minus 1.5 again. Let's do it. All right, Marlins and Pirates. Aller on the mound, 4.15 over his last five, versus Moldinsky. He is elevated, 6.43 over his last five, 3.73 this season. Right now, the Marlins offense, they're scoring 1.5 runs more per game than their season-long average. Their offense is actually 9.1% higher than the league average: run scored, batting average, on base over the last three. It's just they ran up against schemes. What can you do about that? Marlins offense right now, they're slugging 792. Let's take the Marlins here on the run line. I have them winning outright here, 6-5. Run line comes in at 61.9%. All right, we have Braves and Nationals. Lopez on the mound. He's been exceptional, right? 1.96 over his last five, 2.04 this season, versus Gore. 2.93 over his last five, elevated. That's under his elevated ERA for the season of 4.32. Nationals offense, they're slugging the ball around pretty good, 782 over the last five games. Nationals offense is actually performing 17.5% better than the Atlanta Braves right now. So let's go ahead and take a chance on the Nationals plus the 1.5 runs. It comes in at 58.7, highest on this board. Do have the Braves winning this one outright. All right, next. Royals and Yankees. It's Lugo, 4.75 over his last five, 305 this season, versus Stroman. He's better in the short term than the long, 3.71 over the last five, 4.03 this season. Yankees offense right now, they're hitting 4.5% lower than their season-long average. They're hitting 206. They are averaging 313 on base slugging. What the hell is that? I've not even seen slugging that low. Royals offense, on the other hand, they are actually 3.6% better than the Yankees over the last five games. Let's take a chance here with my Royals on the run line. We have this one, a statistical tie. Usually the home team wins these at about 5.1% more, but the run line comes in at 64%. Let's take the Royals. Let's do it. All right, Mets, Blue Jays, Mr. Peterson. excellent. 1.66 over his last 5 games, 2.75 this season, versus Bassett, who has that big elevated ERA of 6 over his last 5 games. Excuse me, 4.03 this season. Mets pitching is about 1.15 runs better than this Blue Jays team all season. The Blue Jays, they're actually only slugging 607 right now. So we're going to go ahead and take the Mets and Peterson on the bump at minus 145 here. Have them winning 4-3. 4-3. That's right. Most popular score in baseball. All right, Orioles and Red Sox. Red Sox put a whooping on them. Suarez, 3.03 over his last 5. Staying steady, 3.49 this season. Crawford, same thing, steady, 4.13 over his last 5, 4.08 this season. Orioles offense still struggling, only batting 205, only slugging 635. That's not the Orioles team I know. Red Sox offense right now is hitting 4.45% better than the Orioles over the last 5 games. We have the Orioles winning this one 4-3, that most popular score. But we are going to go ahead and take the Red Sox on the run line. That's going to be our play. It comes in higher than that Orioles on the money line. We're coming in at 62.4%. All right, Guardians and White Sox been lively. 6.2 elevated from the 407. Cannon, 6.39, also elevated from his 4.53. Guardians suddenly scoring 1.5 runs less than their season-long average. White Sox, they're still actually hitting 4.5% better than their season-long average. White Sox, they're putting up some runs. They've had some 7 spots here as of late. Guardians offense, 10.8% lower than the league average on all of those offensive impact categories. Runs scored, batting average, on base, slugging, all that. White Sox, they're slugging 802. White Sox offense is 7.4% better than this Guardians team right now. If we just take a look at them in the short term over the last 5 games, we're taking the White Sox here. Plus 1.5 runs. We have this one a 5-4 Guardians victory, but with the plus 1.5, we'll win this one all day. Comes in at 53.7%. Our text play of the day is the Athletics versus the Astros. It's Beto. It's like my 2 favorite pitchers, Beto and Arrighetti. No, this is not it. Man, I tell you, it is false. Do not listen to what I just said. It's the Angels and the Twins. We'll get to that game in a second. Angels and the Twins, Canning and Lopez. I'm a little under the weather. You could probably tell, but this is going to be our text play of the day. All you got to do is text the word WIN to 223-203-1821, and we will shoot this out to you as well as the WNBA for tomorrow. It's our second highest on the board. It comes in at 64.5%. So yeah, the second play of the day hasn't been doing great. You guys are all letting me know. I get it. But our very best, the VIP, has been just plugging along here as of late. Had another winner there yesterday. So we're trying to go ahead and get this number 2 play to get back in business. Let's go, Angels and Twins. Get it done. All right. Reds and Cardinals, louder. Microscopic ERA of 0.87 versus Palente 3.26 over his last 5 games. This one here, it has a Reds offense that's actually batting 4.5% less than their season long. The Reds offense is 11.2% under in all of those offensive impact categories. Reds are hitting a whopping 188. And we got some great pitching going on today. This one's going under the total. You can see we have this one coming in at about 6 runs. That total comes under at 57.6. The VIP play of the day. Here it is. Beto versus Arrighetti. That's right. This is our VIP play of the day. So if you want this one, you just got to go to ogcappers.com. Go to the website, our multi-capper site. You then go to the left-hand side where you can find that all capper tab. From there, you can go ahead and search down, scroll past our last 10 winners, and then you can go ahead and find this play. It's usually out about 10 a.m. Central Time, so you can look for it then. But there it is. It's going to be our VIP play of the day. Use that promo code OG15 to save you 15% off all of these pick packages as well. And this play is profit guaranteed. So if we don't win, if we don't turn a profit, you get credits back to your account. So don't forget that too. All right. Good luck. Rangers versus Diamondbacks. Eovaldi, 3.33 over his last 5, staying steady, 3.55 this season. Versus Gallen, 3.42 under his last 5, over his last 5, 3.69 this season, staying very steady. Rangers are coming off a pretty big showing here last couple days. They've been putting up some 7 runs. You know, they're actually getting it done sometimes. So we got to catch this Rangers team when they're hot. Sometimes they're not. I mean, a lot of times that they're not. But we're going on the run line today. We'll take the plus 1.5 runs in this one. We're going to do it with Eovaldi on the mound. 4-4 statistical tie. Again, that tie with the Diamondbacks, it usually means that they win 5.1% more. So we will be on the run line here for this Rangers team. All right. Padres versus Mariners. I love you, Darvish. 10.13, though. He's been super elevated since his time back. That wasn't good. 3.5 ERA this season versus Kirby. Also totally elevated. 6.23. This guy has the worst luck with getting any sort of run support. But you guys, we're going to go back on the Mariners here on the run line. Mariners can put up some runs. We just don't know which days they're going to do it. The Mariners offense, though, is 9.8% higher than their league average on all of those offensive impact categories. This doesn't happen too often, so that's why we are going to be on, excuse me, man, the Mariners here on the run line. So this is one that will just take the plus 1.5. We got to pay for it. I understand. But at 59%, we're willing to pay the price. Brewers and Giants, Savale, 2.45. That's well under the 4.62 this season versus Birdsong, 5.95 elevated. Also 5.19 this season. This Brewers bullpen, they've been getting it done, you guys. Right now, they've been actually only allowing about 2 runs per game. This is going to help the Brewers get that win with the starting pitching. We have them winning it outright. I don't know why my line services are not coming in, but we're going to take the Brew Crew on the run lines. We'll take the plus 1.5. Only comes in at 53.4, but it also has the Brew Crew winning here on the money line. Cubs and Dodgers. Cubbies are putting a whopping on them. Cubs starting pitcher, Imanaga, 2.7 ERA, 2.99 this season. Versus Yamamoto. Is this going to be like the pitching duel of the century? He's been injured. So finally coming back. But Cubs starting pitching, they've been doing pretty well, you guys. Now with Yamamoto, we're going to go ahead and consider this a little bit of a bullpen game just because we don't know how many innings he can go. It's usually looking at something about 3 to 4. Dodgers offense just hasn't been the old Dodgers offense that we know. We have it coming in here a 3-3, so we will take the Cubbies on the run line. That is a winner 61.9% of the time. All right. There we have it. I'm all done. You don't have to listen to me try to cough any longer. Everyone stay well. Make sure you check out our other videos coming out this week. We're going to start concentrating a little bit more on football, so hopefully you can see those. A lot of times we're out there in the short section, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. Thanks again for watching, you guys. Like and subscribe. We'll catch you guys later. Good luck. Bye-bye.